Welcome back to our channel, where we dive deep into the fascinating world of criminal psychology. Today, we have a topic that both intrigues and chills us to the bone: the signature of a serial killer. Join us as we unravel the patterns and motives behind their distinct criminal behaviors. But before we begin, let me share a chilling anecdote that will set the stage for our discussion. Imagine a quiet neighborhood where the residents felt safe and secure. But their sense of peace was shattered when a string of gruesome murders started plaguing the area. The police were baffled. There seemed to be no apparent motive, no connections between the victims. But as they dug deeper, they discovered a chilling pattern. Each victim had a distinct marking, a twisted symbol etched into their skin, a signature left by the serial killer. This discovery was the first step in unraveling the twisted mind behind the crimes. What makes the signature of a serial killer so intriguing? To understand this phenomenon, we need to explore the motives and patterns behind their actions. Let's dive into the research and see what it reveals. Motives of serial killers. Serial killers often have complex motives that drive their heinous acts. While each case is unique, researchers have identified several common motives. One of the most notorious motives is the power and control factor. These individuals derive a sick sense of satisfaction and control by exerting dominance over their victims. Research has shown that this desire for power often stems from deep-seated feelings of insecurity or childhood trauma. Another motive that has been extensively studied is the need for attention or fame. Some serial killers crave notoriety and seek to make a macabre mark on society. They want their name to be known, even if it's associated with horror and terror. Understanding these motives helps us delve into the twisted psyche of these individuals and analyze their patterns of behavior. When it comes to understanding the motives behind the actions of serial killers, we enter a realm of darkness and complexity. Each case is unique, but through extensive research, experts have identified several common motives that drive these heinous acts. One of the most notorious motives found among serial killers is the need for power and control. These individuals derive a sick sense of satisfaction and dominance by exerting control over their victims. They relish in the power they hold over another person's life, and the ability to decide their fate. Research has shown that this desire for power often stems from deep-seated feelings of insecurity or unresolved childhood trauma. By exerting control over others, these killers attempt to compensate for their own feelings of inadequacy and regain a sense of power that they may have lacked in their own lives. Another motive that has captivated the attention of researchers is the need for attention or fame. Some serial killers crave notoriety and seek to make a macabre mark on society. They want their name to be known, even if it's associated with horror and terror. These individuals often feel insignificant or overlooked in their everyday lives, and they believe that committing acts of extreme violence will grant them the attention and recognition they desire. The fear and fascination their actions generate give them a distorted sense of importance. Understanding these motives allows us to delve into the twisted psyche of these individuals and analyze their patterns of behavior. By studying their desire for power and control or their need for attention and fame, we gain valuable insights into the reasons behind their actions. This knowledge helps us develop better strategies for prevention, intervention, and apprehension. It is important to note that while these motives provide some understanding, they cannot fully explain or justify the actions of serial killers. Their motivations stem from deeply disturbed psychological states, and it is crucial to approach this topic with sensitivity and care. By exploring these motives, we aim not to glorify or romanticize their actions, but rather to shed light on the complexities of the human mind and work towards building a safer society. As we continue our exploration into the minds of serial killers, we must remember the victims and their families. By understanding the motives behind these horrific acts, we strive to prevent future tragedies and bring justice to those affected. Signature behaviors. Now, let's shift our focus to the distinct behaviors that make up a serial killer's signature. These behaviors are like a dark fingerprint left behind at each crime scene. The signature can include various elements such as specific rituals, victim selection criteria, or particular methods of killing. For example, some killers have been known to meticulously stage the crime scenes, leaving behind a deliberate set of clues or symbols. This act serves as a way for them to taunt the investigators and assert their superiority. Others may target a specific demographic or share common characteristics among their victims, indicating a pattern of selection. By studying these signatures, investigators can connect seemingly unrelated crimes and build a profile of the killer, which can lead to their eventual capture. It is through careful analysis and research that we can understand these patterns and potentially prevent future tragedies. The signature behaviors of a serial killer are like a dark fingerprint left behind at each crime scene, offering valuable clues into their twisted minds. These behaviors can encompass various elements, such as specific rituals, victim selection criteria, or particular methods of killing. By understanding and analyzing these signatures, investigators can connect seemingly unrelated crimes and piece together the puzzle that leads to the eventual capture of these individuals. One distinctive signature behavior displayed by some serial killers is the meticulous staging of crime scenes. These killers go to great lengths to orchestrate a specific narrative, leaving behind deliberate clues or symbols. They may arrange the victim's body in a particular manner, position objects with precision, or create a macabre tableau that holds deep significance to their disturbed psyche. This act serves as a way for them to taunt investigators, toying with their intellect and leaving behind a chilling message that asserts their superiority. Through careful analysis of these staged crime scenes, investigators can gain insight into the killer's mindset, their desire for control, and their need to leave a lasting mark on their victims and society. In addition to staging, another signature behavior is the selection of victims based on specific criteria. Some serial killers target a particular demographic, such as a specific age group, gender, or occupation. This pattern of victim selection is not arbitrary but often rooted in the killer's psychological makeup or personal history. For example, a killer may choose victims who resemble a person from their past who they hold resentment towards or who represent a symbol of their own internal struggles. By identifying these patterns, investigators can narrow down their search and develop profiles that assist in capturing the killer. Furthermore, the choice of methods employed by serial killers can also contribute to their distinctive signature. Some killers may prefer specific modes of killing, such as suffocation, strangulation, or poisoning. They may refine their techniques over time, perfecting their ability to inflict harm without detection. These preferences in modus operandi can provide crucial clues for investigators, aiding in linking seemingly unrelated cases and establishing a pattern of behavior that helps in identifying and apprehending the perpetrator. By studying these signature behaviors, law enforcement agencies and criminal profilers can connect the dots, uncover hidden patterns, and build a comprehensive profile of the serial killer. This knowledge is instrumental in narrowing down suspects, predicting future actions, and ultimately bringing these individuals to justice. Through meticulous analysis, researchers can gain a deeper understanding of the motives, psychological complexities, and disturbed minds behind these acts of extreme violence. Ultimately, the study of signature behaviors offers hope in preventing future tragedies. By recognizing the patterns and analyzing the distinct signatures left by serial killers, we can develop strategies for early detection, intervention, and proactive measures to protect potential victims. It is through the dedication and tireless efforts of law enforcement, forensic experts, and psychologists that we can strive towards a safer society, where the heinous acts of serial killers are brought to an end. Psychological profiles. To further our understanding, let's discuss the psychological profiles of serial killers. Professionals in the field have identified various typologies that provide insights into their behavior. These typologies include organized and disorganized killers, as well as visionary, mission-oriented, and hedonistic types. The organized killers are methodical and plan their crimes meticulously. They exhibit control and forethought, leaving little evidence behind. On the other hand, disorganized killers often act impulsively, leaving a chaotic crime scene. By understanding these profiles, investigators can narrow down their search and predict future behaviors. It's important to note that while these profiles can be helpful, not all serial killers fit neatly into one category. Many exhibit a mix of characteristics, making it challenging to create a definitive profile. Nonetheless, these profiles serve as valuable tools in the pursuit of justice. The signature of a serial killer is a chilling glimpse into the darkest corners of the human mind. By analyzing the motives, signature behaviors, and psychological profiles of these individuals, we gain valuable insights into their twisted world. This knowledge empowers law enforcement agencies to solve cold cases and, more importantly, prevent future tragedies. Remember, understanding the patterns and motives of criminals is not about glorifying their actions, but about using our knowledge to protect innocent lives. By shedding light on these dark corners, we can work together to create a safer and more compassionate society. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the mind of a serial killer. If you found this video informative and thought-provoking, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And as always, stay curious and stay safe.